Hiya and welcome to the Teen Whisperer, the podcast for mums of girls who are often labelled as too much, too sensitive, too emotional and too different and just don't fit in. I'm Rach Friedley, fellow mum, coach and play specialist, and here's what I believe. Our girls definitely do not need fixing, and we don't need yet another list of strategies that make us feel like failures in our role as parents. The truth, behaviour is not a flaw. It's a signal from the body, and it's the body's way of asking for support without the words. This podcast is about listening, not controlling, connection, not correction, and giving you tools that actually work in the chaos of real everyday life or everyday real life. So if you're ready to stop second guessing, feel confident again and finally connect with your daughter at her level, you're in the right space. So keep listening. Right, let's say it out loud. Christmas can be absolute chaos. Everyone's knackered, courtesy of the time of the year, the shorter days, the darker evenings, you know what I'm trying to say. The feeling of, it's the time that you would just want to actually just hibernate and wait until the spring. And then everyone's, on top of that, everyone is overstimulated. Everyone's pretending they're having the perfect family Christmas. Meanwhile, your daughter is melting down over the most randomest things. The most peculiar ways she can melt down. Whether it's the wrong tone of voice, whether it's the wrong food, the wrong anything, and you're stood there thinking, what the actual festive frig is happening? But here's the truth, nobody tells you. Holiday meltdowns are not bad behaviour, as we're often told time and time again. They are a nervous system response to weeks of noise, people, pressure, expectation and zero downtime. So Today we're unpacking what's really behind that behaviour so you can stay grounded while supporting her and yourself. Always a bonus. So welcome back to the Teen Whisperer, the podcast for mums and girls, whether your daughter is a tween, a teen or a young woman. This podcast is for you. We're trying to figure out this whole, teenager thing without completely losing the plot. I'm Rach Friedley and I help mums of girls who are seen as too much, too sensitive or too hard to figure out uncover what's really going on beneath those behaviours so you can stop second guessing, rebuild confidence and actually connect with your daughter once again. And yes, I get it. I'm also a mum and a coach. So 100% I've been where you are right now and it is frigging tough. There's no way of getting around it, but just having spaces like these help you to feel seen, heard and valued for what you are dealing with right now. And today we're talking about Christmas. Not the sparkly, cosy, Instagram perfect movie one, as we're often told and seen. The real one, where someone's crying, melting down, someone's shouting, screaming, someone's hiding in their room, and someone's eating an entire pack of mince pies just because. So let me tell you about something I see every single year with mums I work with and honestly in my own house too. Everything's fine until suddenly it's not. She's excited by the build up to Christmas. She's excited by the lights. She's excited by the trees. She's excited by the thought of getting together with other people on Christmas Day. She's excited about having the downtime. She's excited about all the hype that goes with Christmas. And then she's overwhelmed. And then, of course, she's fine again. Then she snaps at you because you asked if she wanted a drink. And you're left thinking, what the friggity frig, or what the festive frig is actually going on. It is so much. There is so much going on at Christmas that it's easy to taking it personally. Sorry, I can't speak to this one. Just want to say it's not drama. It's not attitude, as we're often told, and it is definitely not disrespect. It's overstimulation. It's comparison. it's exhaustion, it's her hormones, it's her 28-day cycle, it's pressure to be happy 24/7, it's sensory overload, it's unpredictability, and it's a nervous system that's been on for too long and she's had enough. And if I'm being honest, we are not much different. Christmas piles the pressure on everyone, whether you are the one organising it all, because more often than not, us mums are the ones, and our girls, especially the emotionally sensitive and empathic ones, feel everything 10 times louder, which is why their nervous system literally goes straight into fight, flight, freeze or fawn, because it doesn't know what else to do. So what's really behind that behaviour? So let's peel back the Christmas chaos. So here's what's actually going on underneath. And I did just give you a weak hint just there. Overstimulation. So whether that's lights, noise, people, the changing routine, the invisible comparison. Everyone else looks so happy. So you're watching movies or you're looking at TikTok or Instagram or social media, whatever. There's always that perfect Christmas. Or the adverts on TV, perfect Christmas. It's not real life. Anyway, social pressure is another one. So people's perceptions of how you should behave when you have family around. You know, when you have that, I've never had this, but hey, the great Aunt Maud, who you have to be a certain way with. You have to give a hug whether or not you want to give her a hug. Then you have that lack of control, those plans, relatives, those forced interactions, the internal pressure, her internal pressure, I hasten to add, to be happy, her hormones and the sensory load, sleep disruptions, whether that's late nights, whether that's screens, whether that's excitement for the day ahead. There's also that masking, that fatigue, being on for guests or family. And even if you're having Christmas at home, just you and your daughter, you still have to deal with all of this stuff. So even though you don't have any guests around you, she still has to deal with that internal pressure that she puts on herself. That internal, oh, Christmas is a time for having fun, but I feel shit moments. And then pressuring her, she's then pressurising herself to be happy, even though she feels absolutely crap. Because she feels she should be happy, because it's Christmas. So add all of those together and her window of tolerance shrinks to a Christmas card-sized sliver. And I'm going to say it's even smaller than that. It's the size of a blinking stamp. Okay, they're bigger than they used to be. Let's go back down to a 10-pence piece, shall we? And that's her window of tolerance. So the meltdown, not bad behaviour. The shutdown, not disrespect. The screaming in your face, it is not a personal attack. It's a red flag waving wildly, saying, my system is overloaded, I'm overwhelmed, I need help, not punishment. But of course, your daughter doesn't know that. She can't put it into words because that part of her brain is not online yet. That emotional regulation, that organisation, that risk assessment, that general organisation, that is not online. That's the prefrontal cortex. So when you understand this, everything changes. It's like a light bulb has come on. So here's what actually helps you to keep calm in the festive chaos. And by the festive chaos, I mean all the way up, because obviously we're at the beginning of the month, beginning of December. So here's what actually helps us say, real tools you can use in the moment and not 3 months later when the tree's in the loft. 1, get her out of the noise. Take her for a breather or suggest she goes for a breather, or have a word that you understand, that she understands, her safe word that tells you she's had enough and she needs to go to her room. So start off with saying kind of like a safe space. A safe space is her room. My safe space is outside with the dog, to be truthful. So either have that safe word. I hasten to add, we use the word banana in my house. Don't ask, don't know. Whether she goes for a breather in her room, whether she goes outside. Somewhere quiet where her body can reset. Have a playlist for when she is feeling overwhelmed. So a playlist for the whole family. So just put it on. and just obviously play it, like to state the obvious. So when you're feeling overwhelmed and overstimulated, have some calming music. When you're feeling demotivated and feeling absolute crap, have some buoyant kind of get up and go music. Then it's about regulating, but without telling her what to do. And drop the expectations. Christmas doesn't get to bully anyone into forced joy. If she needs space, let her. If she doesn't want a hug, that great Aunt Maud, as I talked about earlier, great. Her consent matters. Her trust and respect matters. If we end up crossing boundaries just because great Aunt Maud wants that hug, or feels she should have a hug, but your daughter doesn't feel like it, that's not respecting her. And then offer grounding, not logic. So she cannot problem solve when she's overloaded. Logic doesn't hit, but she can hold something warm. So give her a hot chocolate with marshmallows and whipped cream. Give her a hot water bottle. It's just that sense of comfort, a blanket, a weighted blanket around her shoulders. Ask her to come outside for a walk with you. Again, listen to calm music, as I've already said, and have that moment alone. It's about this works because physiology comes first. Your calm helps her calm. If you can regulate, she can borrow your nervous system. If you can calm the body first, the brain then comes out of fight or flight. So just those simple breath work that we've done before is brilliant. But I know not all girls want to do breath work with you, and I get it. Give her a hug. Your regulation will calm her regulation, and don't pull back until you can feel her heart rate lower. None of this is about being perfect. It's about being present in the moment. So here's the bit that mums hate hearing, and I say it with love. If you're overwhelmed, overstimulated, stressed, running on fumes and masking, guess what? She will be too. Our girls do not need us to be perfect. They need us to be regulated so then they can learn from us. They mirror the behaviours they see in us. So it also works the other way around. So to help her, you need to mirror the behaviours you want to see in her. So she needs to see you stepping outside for a breather when you're feeling frustrated, asking for help when you're just thinking that the whole world is going to explode because you're managing it all, saying no to things, taking breaks, eating properly, choosing rest, taking time out for yourself, setting boundaries and calming your own body. Because if you run yourself into the ground for the family, your daughter learns that burnout is normal and is expected as a girl. So mirror what you want her to learn, especially in December when it is so friggin' full on. So if the holidays feel messy, emotional, loud, tense or unpredictable, you are not doing anything wrong. There's so much hype on us to get everything right for Christmas for those 1 or 2 days. I prefer to look at it as the festive season. So the whole month is the festive season. Do something small and connected every single day. Excuse me. So if your holidays, as I say, feel messy, emotional, loud, tense or unpredictable, this is what happens when expectations rise and nervous systems crash. Your daughter is not giving you a hard time, and please remember this. Her behaviour might feel personal, but it's not. She's kicking off at the situation in front of her. You just happen to be at her safe space where she feels, strangely enough, safe. At the end of the day, your daughter needs to feel safe, heard and valued, and she gets that with you. So she isn't giving you a hard time. She's having a hard time. You just happen to be the one in front of her. And you're allowed to pause too. So step outside, lower the bar, and give yourself and her a softer, more grounded landing this Christmas. So if this episode landed with you, and I hope it does, please hit subscribe so you don't miss next week. I want to get this podcast to at least 1,000 downloads. I'm at 600. Help me get there for another 400. And share it with a mum friend who's drowning in tinsel and teenage emotions, because they're frigging tough. She needs to hear she's not failing, and she is not the only one going through this. And if you want deeper support, real talk, real tools, deeper conversations just like these, and real community with other mums who get it, and me, then come and join us inside WTF. It's, by the way, that's what's the feeling. Though, of course, we have lots of WTF moments when we're bringing up a teenage girl or bringing up a girl. It's for mums going through the same shiz as you. A safe, no judgment, no pretending space where you can offload what's really going on and actually feel supported. You'll find the link in the show notes. And remember, it's physiology before psychology, despite what people say. Always. Take care. Bye-bye.